J. Ford Stadium in Dallas. Week 7 is underway in EA Sports College Football, and we are ready for a terrific game. It's the Maryland Terrapins and the SMU Mustangs. Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe down on the sidelines, and Holly, a little familiarity in this one.
Guys, the Terrapins head coach told me before the game, this team has continued to shine, and he said his message to them in the locker room before the game was, this is our opportunity. They were not ranked to start the season and have continued to play their way into the conversation, but every week gets a little harder. He wants intensity and focus right out of the gate to prove to the world we belong, and we're going to keep making noise this season. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. The Mustangs headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. On first down. He's going for it all. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Trying to take it back. He's at the 30. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover.
And they choose to be aggressive. First play coming out, airing the football out, and the defense was absolutely not field. Nice job having discipline, being ready for the pass on the very first play, breaking on the football, and getting the juice early. The momentum on your side, making the first big play of the football game.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Making the adjustment on the play. To the air, it's Jennings. Unloads to the wideout. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16. The Terrapins will get things going on offense as they come onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. That's caught. It's Fleming. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
So difficult because my eyes tell me he's a defensive guy. He's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that daggone thing.
And the Terrapins lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Plows his way ahead. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
And that's a good sign for this offense. A good 3rd down conversion, running the football. Obviously, last possession was not what you want. Like the interception, the turnover, good to get back on the field, get that first down. Now see how much more they'll be aggressive and maybe want to throw the football and put that mistake behind them.
The Terrapins will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Washington. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Got some room to run. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, SMU. That's one of those plays you put a highlighter beside it, can really swing a game.
100%. There's a couple plays a game where you go back and you look and you're like, man, that changed the whole outcome. What an unbelievable play by the defense, not just to get the turnover, to score the points off of it.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Maryland's offense comes out ready to go on the attack. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Breaks the tackle. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And the Terrapins with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Snap in the shotgun. Makes the catch, it's Fleming. And he's brought down after a nice game. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open, quarterback's best friend. And this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his athleticism there.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Williams. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Looking to throw, it's Washington. Right side, it's Coleman Williams. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Third and short now from their own 48. Defense not showing press coverage. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. High coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a fourth down.
And this offense coming out slow, man. It's kind of frustrating because you had that bye week last week. What do? You go back and self-scout, look at yourself. What can I do better? And then you come out in the first quarter and you're not playing great out the gates. They got to find themselves in a little rhythm, knock off some of that bye week rust.
They'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. SMU's offense headed out onto the field to start this drive. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. There he goes! That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
That's the way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. They'll move the wide receiver. Surge ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Second and long here. Dropping back, it's Jennings. Fires to the big fella. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Wants to throw on third. Got it. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Third and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
See some running room. Turning it on. The 20. The tag. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
Trying to run, it's Green. And he's in! Touchdown, Mustangs!
And there's no secret about it. Line up in goal line formation. I'm going to run the ball down your throat. My guys are more physical than you. 6 points on the play.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for a man, it's Washington. And he avoids the sack.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Hits inside, it's Danzy. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk after the 30-yard line. That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. Let's take a look at the numbers, and they have jumped out to an impressive start. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. And this is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success because right now they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
Not a lot of room to make this catch. They drag him down, and good coverage that time by the special team. Terrapins have the ball back and ready to go to work. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Wide receiver going in motion. Give to the running back. Oh, he's got some space. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10.
Black 18, black 18, flip, flip, flip. Luther.
Looking to throw, it's Jennings. Fires to the wideout. Open on the right side, that's Smith. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
Right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
And the Mustangs getting set on 1st and 10. Keeps it on the ground. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Right back to it. There's some room. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And this offense, right, they are in a groove. They are in a rhythm, just finding themselves play after play. Everything they're dialing up right now is working. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm not changing a thing. I'm going to continue to do what I'm doing because this defense has had 0 answers.
The Mustangs kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. From the red zone, it's Green. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone.
30, easy. 390, monitor. Laser.
He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Back to pass, it's Jennings. Rushes on, and it's a sack.
This defense needed something to happen to create some momentum back to their side. They've built a deficit. QB's been very comfortable making plays. Exactly what you needed. Put some doubt in his head. Get to him. Hit him. Get physical. They get the sack on this play, and that's just what they needed.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. We get a timeout here taken by the Terrapins. That will be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. He splits the uprights, and they'll push that lead out a little further.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Fresh set of downs going up top. Left side is Durr. Breaks free, and he might be gone. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
That's a great sign for this offense. Man, everything's been difficult so far, and you've dug yourself a huge hole. They're going to have to find some completions, find some energy, find some...
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
I know it's early in this game, but, man, this defense has had their number. They've done a great job, already built a huge lead, now getting this offense in a situation where they got to pass the football, and they better protect their quarterback better than they are right.
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Breaks into the open. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Mustangs! No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. They'll try to add another to their lead. And he made the extra point without problem. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Washington. Unloads it left. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Quick give. It's Williams. Could be an alley. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
The Terrapins come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Might as well give it to him again. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down.
And the thing you got to watch out for with this running back is he's pretty streaky. When he breaks off a big one, more big runs normally follow soon after, and you're seeing it now on the last 2 plays. Big-time plays back-to-back, and you know right now he's calling for the ball again.
Sees an alley. There he goes. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Smith. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short.
New running back, same result. It's pretty clear what they want to do on the offensive side of the football. They want to dominate the line of scrimmage. They want to run the football, whether it's the starter or now the backup. They're going to establish that ground.
And the rush will get to him at the 25. Maryland uses its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
Yeah, how about this defense, man? That's the third sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting them on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Washington. Trying to escape and get it himself. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12. And the Terrapins in the hurry up. Drops back on first down. Oh, pressure's coming. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Maryland!
And this defense, just a little bit of a letdown right before the half. Been controlling this football game, been dominating this football game, giving up points, got to go into half, get it buckled back down, get that intensity cranked back up.
And after the extra point, they're now down 24-7. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Working the ground game. Turning it on. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, SMU.
We are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
And the extra point is good. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. One more snap coming before halftime. Sets his feet. It's Washington. They go to the wide receiver screen. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, it is my pleasure to welcome everyone into the Week 7 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin our wraparound with Clemson, taking on the number 11 team, the Texas A&M Aggies. And it's Clemson, not even blinking in this top 25 matchup. They took the lead on the opening drive of the game, and they've been adding to it ever since. Tough to imagine a halftime pep talk is going to change things. And now we take a look at some of the other games going on around the nation on another wild day of college football.
The Mustangs offense is ready to go on the attack. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. Can't get him to the ground. He'll be run out of bounds, but we've got laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about. They'll take the penalty and move them back. So it's now 1st and 20 after that holding call. He's changing the play. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
And the Mustangs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To throw, it's Jennings. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be third down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Mustangs will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week, only called on twice. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Maryland has the ball back in the Terrapin offense ready to go. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Out wide right, it's Fleming. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling.
And it's hard to imagine a defense losing the big fella, losing the tight end, but where was the coverage? Something broke down right there between linebackers and safeties to try to figure out where he was. He's the beneficiary, catches the football, a lot of grass in front of him to make a big play.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. Straight ahead, it's Coleman Williams. Pulled down at the 29 after getting 5.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. It didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it. Still in a great position. Way to stay ahead of the chains.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Scanning the field, it's Washington. Going for it all. Can't make the catch, and it'll be third down. He had that thing and just lost his concentration.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
Takes it from the gun on third down. They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range.
Well, you got to give this defense credit. They have hemmed him in all game. There has been nothing for this guy running the ball, whether it's been designed QB runs or on scrambles, and a nice job there with great effort. Taking the angles away, they're able to hone in on him and get him down for a massive loss on that sack. How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
Hey, guys, I'll be really curious to watch this offense down the stretch and see how they handle this. They've got a big lead. They can probably just continue to run the football. I got the running back stayed in bounds right there, too. Keep the clock moving. Or do they like their number? Do they want to continue to put the gas pedal to the floor, be aggressive, try to score points? Be interesting to see how they handle this situation.
Looking for a man. It's Jennings. Makes the catch. It's Knight. Makes the grab and down immediately. He picks up a few. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Handoff from the gun. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short. And the Mustangs will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Looks it in. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Dropping back, it's Washington. Throws to the wideout. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half. But man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's got an open man. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
This offense was just hoping for one big play. They finally got it. They're trailing big in this game, and they needed that pitch and catch to put them on the doorstep to make this a game again. Give them credit. They never lost their confidence. They never stopped being aggressive, and finally, two guys hook up. Massive play for the offense.
Out wide left, it's Danzy. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. The Terrapins have their offense in high gear. Running inside, it's Williams. Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12.
Effective draw plays in the running game really begin with the quarterback. The quarterback's got to be a great salesman. You got to really make the defense think it's a pass. You keep your eyes focused downfield till the last possible second, turn around and hand it off. And by that point, the defensive ends have rushed way upfield.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover. And the offense falls down.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Looking to the big tight end. A strike downfield. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. Moving the pocket, it's Washington. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And on offense, you know this is 4-down territory. You have to come away with a touchdown. You're getting boat raced in this game right now, and you're going to have to make this possession count.
Yeah, definitely because of the slow start, now putting yourself behind the 8 ball. I think this offense is going to have to be aggressive the rest of the game.
Got his man. He'll be stopped right there. They threw it short of the goal line, and now they've got some ground to cover on 4th down.
Oh, and it's a bit of a missed opportunity, I think, on offense. You know, 3rd down, I love the RPO call, and I love getting that receiver the football. You just would love to see him do something with the football. Make the defender miss and go get the 1st down. Simply just wasn't able to do it.
With a double-digit deficit here in the 2nd half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Wants to pass. Going for 6. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
So many factors go into making the big play in the big moment, calling the right play, getting protection. You got it all dialed up. It's perfect, and then he does that, drops the ball right in his hands.
They are backed up. Defense smelling blood as this drive starts at the 5. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Motion from the wideout. They'll ride him again. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Moves the pocket. It's Jennings. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. 4th quarter, huge lead. I'm not really sure why you need to take that kind of shot.
You don't. You definitely don't need to. You can run the clock. You can run the football. You can make sure that you're playing it safe and conservative, or you can just go for rub it in your face, eat that. You know, I don't like the other coach.
Trying to get started. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Terrapins will get things going on offense as they come onto the field. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Finds a tight end. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. And the Terrapins, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. From the gun, it's Coleman Williams. Oh, he's got some space. They stop him just a link or two short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
Yeah, and listen, this guy's had a good day. I know they're trailing and they need to put some drives together, but I also wouldn't abandon him because he's had such a monster day, and he's been the bright spot so far.
Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Bringing it back. The 40. Past the 30. He's at the 10. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Mustangs. They push out this lead in the fourth quarter, and it might be enough to give them that elusive second win of the season.
Really got to be impressed with the defense here. Late in the game, still firing off the ball and still making plays. What a great job. Not just picking it off, but taking it all the way back to the house. That pads their lead, and that should do it. You think that should do it now to get the win.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Maryland's offense comes out ready to go on the attack. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Back to throw, it's Washington. Right side, it's Webb. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
They'll try to get the first through the air. Finds his big tight end. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. The Terrapins go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Caught in the backfield. It's Danzy. They don't fall for the screen. Great job retracing and stopping him at the line of scrimmage.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
And, guys, that completion might have helped the old confidence, but it didn't help the down and distance. 2nd and 10 here. He's got it. Shakes a man, and he might take off. Touchdown, Terrapins! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Yeah, nice pitch, nice catch, and listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like, we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to, and this offense is struggling. You're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. Mustangs call a timeout. It'll be their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. SMU's offense headed out onto the field to start this drive. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Second and long here. To the air, it's Jennings. They'll run the screen. Only able to pick up a yard. It'll be 3rd and 9. Maryland uses its second timeout. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. Gets rid of it.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
The Mustangs decide to punt it away. Makes a nice grab at the 25. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Caught, and he's got room. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. Pass completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Defense playing a bail technique. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Back's got it on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
And the defense had that one sniffed out from the start. But look at this. The offense back on the ball, going with some tempo. This defense has got to communicate fast and get lined up.
Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. And the Terrapins have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw. It's Washington. Looking to the big tight end. Got a man in the middle. Perfectly thrown ball. Nice catch. Good tackle, but it's 1st and goal from the 5. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Defense in press coverage. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better.
And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Maryland! He'll try to tack on one more. Bangs it through for an extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. SMU spends its 2nd timeout here. Lots of conversations going on both sidelines to put together a strategy. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chugging and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop him.
Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. The Terps will use their last timeout. They can't stop it again. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. Third and long right here. They'll run him again. He gets it down to the 28-yard line. Not enough to move the sticks, and now we'll see what they do on fourth. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. And this field goal attempt might just seal the deal by making it a 3-score game late. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And now the lead's extended a little further.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Sets his feet. It's Washington. Look out! Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Second down to the air. Here's a throw downfield late. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Terrapins will hustle to the line. Wants to throw on first. Out wide right, it's Fleming. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down. A lot of urgency for this offense.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
These defensive linemen have tents in the backfield. Goodness gracious, they're camping out back there, hitting the quarterback time and time again. When you've sacked him this much, of course he's going to be flustered. Of course he wants to get rid of the football.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. This time it's complete. He'll be stopped at the 16-yard line. It's enough for a first down in the red zone. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Touchdown, Terrapins! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And he added the extra point. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. Time is against them, still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Well, they got their hands team out there for a reason, and that's why in these situations you put receivers, tight ends, and dudes that can hold on to the football, knowing that, hey, all we got to do is recover this onside kick, and David, we win the game.
And man, this is such a low percentage play, right? Like, it's so hard to kick an onside and actually have it bounce correctly and go right. You're right, they put the right players on the field. They didn't get the good bounce, and this one's over.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down.